So Detachment 4 is the Aeromedical Evacuation Formal Training Unit. We run basically all initial qualification training for all of the aeromedical evacuation flight nurses and aeromedical technicians. So the AE qualification process starts with the Flight Nurse Aeromedical Evacuation Technician course, which is a course prior to ours, in which the students will learn a basic academic foundation of what the medical knowledge is required for aeromedical evacuation. From there, they'll move on to our course, which is the actual initial qualification course. We take the building blocks that FNAAT puts together, and we add to those along with the aircraft knowledge, the process of an aircrew member. And then from there, they'll go on to their home units where they'll actually get their mission qualification, which is going to encompass local procedures as well as everything they'll need to be successful in a deployed environment. The flight nurse and AET work hand in hand. So part of our job is to make sure that we take cargo aircraft and configure those into flying hospitals. We're responsible for both inter and intra-theater airlift, so we move people around within a country as well as between theaters like Germany to the stateside. We can pretty much provide any level of care from basic outpatient care all the way up to inpatient ICU level care in the air. The big difference between us and one of your medics that you would encounter in the hospital is the fact that most of our care happens at 40,000 feet using specialized equipment, as well as with specialized knowledge about what happens with the aeromedical process and the different stresses of flight that are common at altitude and under pressurized conditions.
All right, watch the PT lock here. Come down here.
As an aeromedical evacuation technician, your job is to manage the configuration, manage the mission, be able to deal with anything that pops up, any circumstances, any changes, and be able to critically think and just be successful at this mission. A flight nurse, what they'll do is they're more in charge of the medical aspect of the mission. They're in charge of doing nursing care plans. They're also in charge of all the coordination. What they'll do is coordinate with the pilot. They'll also coordinate with any ground support and any other AE elements. They're just making sure the mission goes smooth. All right, the Det 4, they provide a critical role for the AMW by basically standardizing all of the AE training inside of the whole Air Force. We take active, guard, and reserve, and we sit there and train them exactly the same way. What they'll allow us to do is when we're downrange and we deploy with different units, we know they all got the same training. So we know exactly what they know, and they know what we've been taught as well. You've got to be able to stay calm, cool, and collective when everything else is chaos. You really need to be able to think outside the box, and you've got to be able to critically think and basically make a way when there wasn't a way to get things done.
I think the mental preparation comes with a dedication to the uniform, a dedication to wounded service members, and a love for that job. The mental preparation is keeping focused on those goals, keeping focused on the end goal, and being willing to put in the time and effort it takes to get through all the courses it takes to become a fully qualified aeromedical evacuation technician or flight nurse.
So you get to practice emergency signals if you're in the sustained ring.